A long time ago, the Israelites were trapped as slaves in Egypt, forced to work under the scorching sun, carrying heavy bricks and building cities for the mighty Pharaoh. But God had a plan and chose Moses, a strong and faithful leader, to set his people free. Moses stood before Pharaoh and declared, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh refused. His heart hardened. God sent plagues. Frogs filled the streets. The rivers turned to blood. Darkness covered the land. But Pharaoh still said no. Then, after the final, most terrible plague, Pharaoh finally gave in and shouted, "Go! Leave Egypt at once." The Israelites cheered and hurried away, following Moses and his brother Aaron, their hearts filled with hope. But soon, Pharaoh changed his mind. "What have I done? My slaves are gone," he roared. "Soldiers, get the chariots, bring them back." Pharaoh's army, hundreds of soldiers with golden chariots and galloping horses, charged after the Israelites, dust rising behind them. The Israelites ran, but suddenly they stopped. In front of them was the Red Sea, a vast, deep ocean with no way across. Fear filled their hearts. "Moses, we're trapped," they cried. Behind them, Pharaoh's army was getting closer and closer, but Moses stood firm. "Do not be afraid. Trust in God." He lifted his wooden staff high, and whoosh, the Red Sea split in two. The water rose like two giant walls, stretching taller than mountains, revealing a golden path of dry land right through the middle. Fish peeked out from the swirling blue waves, watching curiously. The Israelites gasped in amazement. God had made a way. One by one, they stepped forward, walking through the middle of the sea. Mothers held their children, shepherds guided their sheep, and the entire nation crossed, safe and dry. But behind them, Pharaoh's army charged in, thundering onto the same path. "After them!" Pharaoh shouted. But just as the last Israelite stepped onto dry land, God told Moses to stretch out his staff once more. And whoosh! The walls of water came crashing down. Giant waves roared as the sea rushed back to where it was before, swallowing Pharaoh's soldiers, chariots, and horses. The mighty Egyptian army was gone. The Israelites stood on the other side, stunned, then burst into cheers. They danced, sang, and lifted their hands in praise. Miriam, Moses' sister, shook her tambourine joyfully, leading the people in song. God has saved us. He made a way when there was no way. And from that day on, they knew that no matter how impossible things seemed, God would always be with them, leading them forward.